Real Madrid. Real Madrid Club de Fútbol, Spanish pronunciation, audio speaker iconlisten, meaning Royal Madrid Football Club, commonly referred to as Real Madrid or simply Real, is a Spanish professional football club based in Madrid. Founded on March 6, 1902 as Madrid Football Club, the club has traditionally worn a white home kit since inception. The honorific title Real is Spanish for royal and was bestowed to the club by King Alfonso XIII in 1920 together with the royal crown in the emblem. The team has played its home matches in the 81,044 capacity Santiago Bernabéu Stadium in downtown Madrid since 1947. Unlike most European sporting entities, Real Madrid's members, socios, have owned and operated the club throughout its history. The club was estimated to be worth €3.8 billion, $4.2 billion, in 2019, and it was the second highest earning football club in the world, with an annual revenue of €757.3 million in 2019. The club is one of the most widely supported teams in the world. Real Madrid is one of 3 founding members of La Liga that have never been relegated from the top division since its inception in 1929, along with Athletic Bilbao and Barcelona. The club holds many long-standing rivalries, most notably El Clásico with Barcelona and El Derbi Madrileño with Atlético Madrid. Real Madrid established itself as a major force in both Spanish and European football during the 1950s and 60s, winning 5 consecutive and 6 overall European Cups and reaching a further 2 finals. This success was replicated on the domestic front, with the club winning 12 league titles in the span of 16 years. This team, which included Alfredo Di Stefano, Ferenc Puskás, Francisco Hinto, and Raymond Kopa, is considered by some in the sport to be the greatest of all time. In domestic football, the club has won 67 trophies, a record 34 La Liga titles, 19 Copa del Rey, 12 Supercopa de España, a Copa Eva Duarte, and a Copa de la Liga. In European football, Real Madrid have won a record 19 trophies, a record 13 European Cup/UEFA Champions League titles, 2 UEFA Cups and 4 UEFA Super Cups. In worldwide competitions, they have achieved a record 7 Club World Championships. Real Madrid was recognized as the FIFA Club of the 20th Century on December 11, 2000 with 42.35% of the vote, and received the FIFA Centennial Order of Merit on May 20, 2004. The club was also awarded Best European Club of the 20th Century by the IFs on May 11, 2010. In June 2017, the team succeeded in becoming the first club to win consecutive Champions League titles, then made it 3 in a row and 4 in 5 seasons in May 2018, extending their lead atop the UEFA club rankings. As of 2020, Real Madrid are ranked 3rd behind Bayern Munich and Barcelona. Early years, 1902 to 1943 Julián Palacios, the first president of the club in 1900 to 1902. Real Madrid's origins go back to when football was introduced to Madrid by the academics and students of the Institution Libre de Enseñanza, which included several Cambridge and Oxford University graduates. They founded Sociedad, Sky Football in 1897, commonly known as La Sociedad, the Society, as it was the only one based in Madrid, playing on Sunday mornings at Moncloa. In 1900, conflict between members caused some of them to leave and create a new club, Nueva Sociedad de Fútbol, New Society of Football, to distinguish themselves from Sky Football. Among the dissenters were Julián Palacios, recognized as the first Real Madrid president, Juan Padros and Carlos Padros, the latter 2 being brothers and future presidents of Real Madrid. In 1901 this new club was renamed as Madrid Football Club. Later, following a restructuring in 1902, Sky was renamed as New Football Club. On March 6, 1902, after a new board presided by Juan Padros had been elected, Madrid Football Club was officially founded. Madrid FC team in 1906. 3 years after its foundation, in 1905, Madrid FC won its first title after defeating Athletic Bilbao in the Spanish Cup final. The club became one of the founding sides of the Royal Spanish Football Federation on January 4, 1909, when club president Adolfo Melendez signed the foundation agreement of the Spanish FA. After moving between grounds the team moved to the Campo de O'Donnell in 1912. In 1920, the club's name was changed to Real Madrid after King Alfonso XIII granted the title of Real, Royal, to the club. In 1929, the first Spanish football league was founded. Real Madrid led the first league season until the last match, a loss to Athletic Bilbao, meant they finished runners-up to Barcelona. Real Madrid won its first league title in the 1931-32 season and retained the title the following year. On April 14, 1931, the arrival of the Second Spanish Republic caused the club to lose the title real and the royal crown on its emblem, going back to being named Madrid Football Club until the end of the Civil War. Football continued during the Second World War, and on June 13, 1943 Madrid beat Barcelona 11-1 in the second leg of a semi-final of the Copa del Generalísimo, the Copa del Rey having been renamed in honor of General Franco. It has been suggested Barcelona players were intimidated by police, including by the Director of State Security who allegedly told the team that some of them were only playing because of the regime's generosity in permitting them to remain in the country. The Barcelona chairman, Enrique Piñeiro, was assaulted by Madrid fans. However, none of these allegations have been proven and FIFA and UEFA still consider the result as legitimate. According to Spanish journalist and writer, Juan Carlos Pasamontes, Barcelona player Josep Valle denied that the Spanish security forces came before the match. Instead, at the end of the first half, Barcelona coach Juan José Niguez and all of his players were angry with the hard style of play Real Madrid was using and with the aggressiveness of the home crowd. When they refused to take the field, the superior chief of police of Madrid appeared, identified himself, and ordered the team to take the field. Santiago Bernabéu in European success, 1943-1978 Alfredo Di Stefano led the club to win 5 consecutive European Cups. Currently the Champions League. Santiago Bernabéu became president of Real Madrid in 1943. Under his presidency, the club, its stadium Estadio Real Madrid Club de Fútbol and its training facilities Ciudad Deportiva were rebuilt after the Spanish Civil War damages. Additionally, during the 1950s former Real Madrid amateurs player Miguel Malba founded Real Madrid's youth academy, or Cantera, known today as La Fábrica. Beginning in 1953, he embarked upon a strategy of signing world-class players from abroad, the most prominent being Alfredo Di Stefano. Amancio Amaro, captain of the Yeye team of the 1960s. In 1955, acting upon the idea proposed by Gabriel Hanot, a French sports journalist and editor of L'Équipe, Bernabeu, Bedreddin and Gustave created a tournament for the champions teams around Europe, under invitation, that would eventually become what today is known as the UEFA Champions League. It was under Bernabeu's guidance that Real Madrid established itself as a major force in both Spanish and European football. The club won the European Cup 5 times in a row between 1956 and 1960, which included the 7-3 Hampden Park final against Eintracht Frankfurt in 1960. After these 5 consecutive successes, Real was permanently awarded the original cup and earning the right to wear the UEFA Badge of Honor. The club won the European Cup for a 6th time in 1966, defeating Partizan Belgrade 2-1 in the final with a team composed entirely of same nationality players, a first in the competition. This team became known as the Yeye. The name Yeye came from the Yeah chorus in the Beatles song She Loves You after 4 members of the team posed for Marca and impersonated the Beatles. The Yeye generation was also European Cup runners-up in 1962 and 1964. In the 1970s, Real Madrid won 5 league championships and 3 Spanish Cups. The club played its first European Cup Winners' Cup final in 1971, losing to English side Chelsea 2-1 in a replay. On July 2, 1978, club president Santiago Bernabéu died while the World Cup was being played in Argentina. FIFA decreed 3 days of mourning to honor him during the tournament. The following year, the club organized the first edition of the Trofeo Santiago Bernabéu in memory of its former president. 2000 UEFA Champions League final starting lineup. By the early 1980s, Real Madrid had lost its grasp on the Liga title until a new cohort of homegrown stars brought domestic success back to the club. Spanish sport journalist Julio César Iglesias gave to this generation the name La Quinta del Buitre, Vulture's cohort, which was derived from the nickname given to one of its members, Emilio Butragueño. The other 4 members were Manolo Sanchez, Martín Vázquez, Michel and Miguel Pardeza. All 5 footballers were graduates of Real Madrid's youth academy. With La Quinta del Buitre, reduced to 4 members when Pardeza left for Saragossa in 1986, and notable players like goalkeeper Francisco Bullo, right back Miguel Porlanchindo and Mexican striker Hugo Sanchez, Real Madrid had one of the best teams in Spain and Europe during the second half of the 1980s, winning 2 UEFA Cups, 5 Spanish championships in a row, 1 Spanish Cup and 3 Spanish Super Cups. In the early 1990s, La Quinta del Buitre split up after Martín Vázquez, Emilio Butragueño and Michel left the club. In 1996, President Lorenzo Sanz appointed Fabio Capello as coach. Although his tenure lasted only 1 season, Real Madrid were proclaimed league champions, and players like Predrag Mijatovic, Davor Suker, Clarence Seedorf, Roberto Carlos and keeper Bodo Illner, arrived at the club to strengthen a squad that already boasted the likes of Raúl, Fernando Hierro, and Fernando Redondo. As a result, Real Madrid, with the addition of Fernando Morientes in 1997, finally ended its 32-year wait for its 7th European Cup. In 1998, under manager Jupp Heynckes, they defeated Juventus 1-0 in the final with a goal from Mijatovic. In November 1999 Vicente Del Bosque took over as coach. For the last season of the century, 1999-2000, the squad was still led by the older veterans such as Fernando Hierro, Fernando Redondo, Roberto Carlos, and Raúl González. Real added the budding young talents of Fernando Morientes, Guti, and Iker Casillas, supported by the arrival of Steve McManaman and Nicolas Anelka from the English Premier League, alongside local talents Michel Salgado and Ivan Elguera. In Del Bosque's first season in charge, Real won the Champions League for the 8th time, following a 3-0 victory over Valencia in the final, with goals from Morientes, McManaman and Raúl. This victory marked the beginning of a successful period in Real Madrid's history. 2002 UEFA Champions League final starting lineup. In July 2000, Florentino Perez was elected club president. He vowed in his campaign to erase the club's €270 million debt and modernize the club's facilities. However, the primary electoral promise that propelled Perez to victory was the signing of Luis Figo from archrivals Barcelona. The following year, the club had its training ground rezoned and used the money to begin assembling the Galacticos team by signing a global star every summer, which included Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo, Luis Figo, David Beckham, and Fabio Cannavaro. It is debatable whether the gamble paid off, as despite winning the UEFA Champions League and an Intercontinental Cup in 2002, followed by La Liga in 2003, the club failed to win a major trophy for the next 3 seasons. Beckham and Zidane were considered Galacticos. The few days after the capturing of the 2003 Liga title were surrounded with controversy. The first controversial decision came when Perez sacked winning coach Vicente Del Bosque. Over a dozen players left the club, including Madrid captain Fernando Hierro, while defensive midfielder Claude Makélélé refused to take part in training in protest at being one of the lowest paid players at the club and subsequently moved to Chelsea. "That's a lot when the normal rule is, never change a winning team," stated Zidane. Real Madrid, with newly appointed coach Carlos Queiroz, started their domestic league slowly after a hard win over Real Betis. The 2005-06 season began with the promise of several new signings: Julio Baptista, €24 million, Robinho, €30 million, and Sergio Ramos, €27 million. However, Real Madrid suffered from some poor results, including a 0-3 loss at the hands of Barcelona at the Santiago Bernabéu in November 2005. Madrid's coach Wanderlei Luxemburgo was sacked the following month and his replacement was Juan Ramón López Caro. A brief return to form came to an abrupt halt after losing the first leg of the Copa del Rey quarter-final, 6-1 to Real Zaragoza. Shortly after, Real Madrid were eliminated from the Champions League for a 4th successive year, this time at the hands of Arsenal. On February 27, 2006, Florentino Perez resigned. Ramón Calderón era, 2006-2009. Ramón Calderón was elected as club president on July 2, 2006 and subsequently appointed Fabio Capello as the new coach and Predrag Mijatovic as the new sporting director. Real Madrid won the Liga title in 2007 for the first time in 4 years, but Capello was nonetheless sacked at the end of the campaign. The title was won on 17 June, where Real faced Mallorca at the Bernabeu while Barcelona and Sevilla, the other title challengers, faced Gimnàstic de Tarragona and Villarreal, respectively. At halftime, Real were 0-1 down, while Barcelona had surged ahead into a 0-3 lead in Tarragona. However, 3 goals in the last half-hour secured Madrid a 3-1 win in their first league title since 2003. Second Florentino Perez era, 2009 present Cristiano Ronaldo was the club's most expensive signing when he joined in 2009, costing €94 million. On June 1, 2009, Florentino Perez regained Real Madrid's presidency. Perez continued with the Galacticos policy pursued in his first term, buying Kaká from Milan for a record-breaking, in pounds sterling, sum of £56 million, and then breaking the record again by purchasing Cristiano Ronaldo from Manchester United for £80 million. The 2009-10 season, however, was a transitional one as Madrid again finished second in the league, although this time amassing 96 points, the club's record at the time, and went out of the Champions League at the hands of Lyon. José Mourinho took over as manager in May 2010. In the 2010-11 season, the rebuilt Madrid successfully fought on all fronts, going toe-to-toe with a brilliant Barcelona side which some regard as the greatest team in football history. Ultimately, Madrid finished second in the league, 4 points behind their perennial rivals, defeated them in the Copa del Rey final, and lost to Barca in the Champions League semi-finals. Moreover, from 16 April through 3 May, a rare occurrence happened when, for the first time ever, 4 Clásicos were to be played in a span of just 18 days. The first fixture was in the league campaign on 16 April, which ended 1-1 with penalty goals for both sides. The second one was in the Copa del Rey final, which was won by Madrid 1-0 AET, bringing them their first trophy in the second Galactico era, on 20th April, and the third and fourth ones in the two-legged Champions League semifinals on 27th April and 3rd May. Barcelona won on aggregate with a 2-0 away victory and a 1-1 home draw. In the 2011-12 season, Real Madrid won La Liga for a record 32nd time in its history, also finishing the season with numerous club-level records set, including 100 points reached in a single season, a total of 121 goals scored, a goal difference of +89 and 16 away wins, with 32 wins overall. In the same season, Cristiano Ronaldo became the fastest player to reach 100 goals scored in Spanish league history. In reaching 101 goals in 92 games, Ronaldo surpassed Real Madrid legend Ferenc Puskás, who scored 100 goals in 105 matches. Ronaldo set a new club mark for individual goals scored in 1 year, 60, and became the first player ever to score against all 19 opposition teams in a single season. Real Madrid started the 2012-13 season by winning the Supercopa de España, defeating Barcelona on away goals. However, the Super Cup turned out to be their only trophy of the season, despite being close to win them all. Real finished runners-up to Barca in La Liga, accumulating 85 points, and reached the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League for the third year in a row, where they were eliminated by Borussia Dortmund 3-4 on aggregate. Madrid also entered the Copa del Rey in the round of 32, going on a memorable run to the final, which saw them defeat Barcelona in the semi-finals before losing to Atletico Madrid 1-2 AET. A major transfer of the season was signing of Luka Modric from Tottenham Hotspur for a fee in the region of £33 million. After a loss to Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey final, Perez announced the departure of José Mourinho at the end of the season by mutual agreement. 2014 UEFA Champions League final starting lineup, with a front three of Bale, Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo, dubbed BBC Real Madrid celebrate their historic 10th European Cup, Champions League win, La Décima, in 2014. On June 25, 2013, Carlo Ancelotti succeeded Mourinho to become the manager of Real Madrid on a 3-year deal, with Zinedine Zidane named as one of his assistants. On September 1, 2013, the long-awaited transfer of Gareth Bale from Tottenham Hotspur was announced. The transfer of the Welshman was reportedly a new world record signing, with the transfer price approximated at €100 million. In Ancelotti's first season at the club, Real Madrid finished the league campaign in third place, level on points with Barcelona and 3 behind cross-city rivals Atletico Madrid, collecting 87 points in total, after winning the Copa del Rey, against rivals Barcelona, in April, with Bale scoring the winner. Upon reaching the 2014 UEFA Champions League final, they defeated then recently league winners Atletico Madrid 4-1 AET to win their 10th European title, first since 2002, and becoming the first team to win 10 European Cups/Champions League titles, an achievement known as La Decima. Real's attacking trio of Bale, Benzema, and Cristiano, dubbed the BBC, finished the season with 97 goals. After winning the 2014 Champions League, Real Madrid signed goalkeeper Keylor Navas, midfielder Toni Kroos and attacking midfielder James Rodriguez. The club won the 2014 UEFA Super Cup against Sevilla, the club's 79th official trophy. During the last week of the 2014 summer transfer window, Real Madrid sold two players key to the previous season's successes, Xabi Alonso to Bayern Munich and Angel Di Maria to Manchester United. This decision by the club was surrounded by controversy, with Cristiano Ronaldo stating, "If I was in charge, maybe I would have done things differently," while Carlo Ancelotti admitted, "We must start again from zero." After a slow start to the 2014-15 season, Real Madrid went on a record-breaking 22-match winning streak, which included wins against Barcelona and Liverpool, surpassing the previous Spanish record of 18 successive wins set by Frank Rijkaard's Barca in the 2005-06 season. The streak came to an end in their opening match of 2015 with a loss to Valencia, leaving the club too short of equaling the world record of 24 consecutive wins. Madrid was in contention for both the La Liga title and the UEFA Champions League until the very end but ultimately came up short, finishing with 92 points in the league, 2 behind treble-winning Barcelona and losing to Juventus 2-3 on aggregate in the Champions League semi-finals. Overall, despite playing an attractive attacking football and being the highest-scoring team in Europe, several defeats meant that Real finished the season with 2 trophies out of 6 possible, which contributed to the dismissal of Carlo Ancelotti on May 25, 2015. On June 3, 2015, Rafael Benitez was confirmed as the new Real Madrid manager for the 2015-16 season, signing a 3-year contract. Real Madrid remained unbeaten in the league until a 3-2 loss at Sevilla on the matchday 11. Benitez was relieved of his duties on January 4, 2016 following allegations of unpopularity with supporters, displeasure with players and a failure to get good results against top teams. Benitez's departure was announced along with the promotion of Zinedine Zidane to his first head coaching role. Under Zidane, Madrid ended up finishing second in the league, with 90 points and just 1 point behind champions Barcelona. On 28 May, Real Madrid's 11th Champions League title was won after a 5-3 penalty shootout victory over Atlético Madrid after a 1-1 draw in the final, with the achievement being termed La Undécima. Zidane, with his Real Madrid players, standing to the right of Madrid mayor Manuel Carmona after Real had won their 33rd La Liga title, May 2017. Real Madrid began their 2016-17 campaign, which was to be Zidane's first full season in charge of the club, with victory in the 2016 UEFA Super Cup over Sevilla. On December 10, 2016, Madrid won their 35th straight match without a loss, which set a new club record. On December 18, 2016, the club defeated Japanese outfit Kashima Antlers 4-2 in the final of the 2016 FIFA Club World Cup. With a 3-3 draw at Sevilla in the second leg of the Copa del Rey round of 16 on January 12, 2017, Madrid progressed to the quarterfinals with a 6-3 aggregate victory and extended its unbeaten run to 40 matches, breaking Barcelona's Spanish record of 39 matches unbeaten in all competitions from the previous season. Their unbeaten streak ended after a 1-2 away loss against the same opposition in La Liga 3 days later. The team then was knocked out of the Copa del Rey by Celta Vigo 3-4 on aggregate. In May that year, Madrid won the league title for a record 33rd time.